6:30 right now. We have a line of storms that is positioned across the area pretty much just south of Interstate 65, the Interstate 65 corridor. Here at 6:30, a lot of the locations that are getting rain, it's now moving into Fairhope, Daphne, Spanish Fort, all the way up to Gateswood and places like Jay, Century, Bratt, all the way up to Bruton. And Evergreen's getting some heavy rain. This is an extremely slow-moving line of storms that still will pose a very low-end severe weather threat over the next few hours as it approaches, and once it gets to places like southern Baldwin County and northwest Florida. Once it gets to you, there will be a severe weather threat with it, but it's a low-end threat. It has not been severe over the past couple of hours or so. So that's been the good news. It's just staying below severe limits, but these are very strong thunderstorms. Right now we have multiple flash flood warnings as of 6:30 here for multiple locations, including a significant, considerable flash flood warning that has been issued for Mobile. We've been looking at some of the photos of incredible flooding that is going on in Mobile at this point. So that is the issue there. Severe weather threat continues for eastern portions of our area. I can give some all clears to places like Jackson County, George County, Greene County, northern Mobile County, Washington County, Clark County, and Monroe County. Pretty much if you are west of Interstate 65, you have an all clear as of 6:30 to the severe threat. We might get more rain though later on today. Let's look at some other things that we're tracking here. Of course, the high surf advisory continues until Monday. 4 to 6 foot waves. It's really rough out there. And now, even though it's dry at the beach this evening, we will be getting storms later. No more tornado watch. That is done. That is good to see. The severe weather outlook for today. Again, that low and severe weather threat for areas east of Interstate 65. Still the damaging winds, still the low end tornado threat. The Storm Prediction Center actually just noted how there is still a low end tornado threat, but it is super low. Our big concern still remains flash flooding. That is a moderate risk of flash flooding, level 3 out of 4 for a good chunk of our area. If you're in Pensacola, as this line gets to you tonight, if it holds together, and that is still an if, some forecast models don't show it, but if it holds together, we could have some flooding issues in Pensacola as well. So we want you to be prepared. A lot of those urban areas are prone to flooding. The rainfall forecast over the next 5 days, an additional 3 inches, 2 to 3 inches are possible as this line moves through. Here's a look at Futurecast. We're going to get this thing all the way to 9 p.m. Pensacola, that's when it starts to get to you, and we're going to watch. If it holds together, we could have some heavy rain. That is not a guarantee. That is not a guarantee. It depends on how these storms want to act. Overnight tonight, we see a lull. We'll dip in the rain chances before tomorrow morning, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. We'll have more rain that moves in. It'll be light to moderate rain, but enough that it might kind of spark some more flooding issues. A little concerned about that. I don't think it's a major threat. Let's keep going. This is a different version of Futurecast. Rolling it through, notice how it weakens the line as it gets towards the eastern portions of our area. So northwest Florida, there's a possibility you could get spared, but don't hold on to that hope too tight. Overnight tonight, there's our lull. Then, by the pre-dawn hours, more rain starts to develop across our area. This is light to moderate rain that is falling. The swath does not go anywhere. That could cause more flash flooding issues. We have a flash flood threat that continues into tomorrow, but lower end, and then eventually around 3 o'clock into school time, I think all this ends. We go with partly cloudy skies, and we start to see some clearing overnight, and then colder air really blows in. Understand tomorrow will be cooler. Colder air will move in for Tuesday, and I think Tuesday morning will be kind of a chillier morning where we could even see sunshine and the need for some sweaters out there. Here's a look at the rain chances over the next 24 hours. Rain chance peaks in the pre-dawn hours and into the morning hours as you're out the door on your Monday morning, with flash flooding still possibly being an issue. Then rain chances start to go down. I think after 3 p.m. we are mainly dry. So the forecast for Mobile tomorrow, 70% chance of rain. It is going to be raining tomorrow, not a severe threat there. Here's a look at that 7-day outlook. No more storm tracker alert day for us on Monday, and it's just going to be rain, but we're going to keep an eye on that flooding threat, and some cooler air is going to be pushing in as we get towards the middle of next week. That's the update for you here.